Peace and power, and welcome back. I'm Nina, Katie's granddaughter. Today, we're going to get back into the big book of chart patterns. We are on chart pattern 3 and 4. And so, what you're looking at on the screen is the bump and run reversal top. This is the bump and run reversal top. Let me just see if I can blow it up. Okay, so what I'm looking at here is the bump and run reversal bottom. Oh, and we got the top up there. Hold on. Okay. So what we're looking at here is the bump and run reversal bottom. The directional of this chart pattern is bullish. We went over what is bullish and what is bearish on yesterday. So that video is in the playlist as well if you don't know what bullish and bearish is. So again, this direction is bullish. The pattern type is non-directional. And the pattern description is this pattern is comprised of three phases and looks similar to a frying pan. There is the lead in phase, the bump phase, and the uphill run. The lead in phase is the handle of the frying pan before a larger decline. Following the decline, the bump phase forms as the price forms a flat or rounded bottom. The uphill run phase is after the breakout. For this type of formation to be analyzed, an arithmetic chart will need to be used. The volume description: volume is typically high at the beginning of each phase, and then it decreases throughout each phase. Breakout confirmation: a close above the upper trend line drawn across the highs during the lead in phase with above average volume. Measuring technique: the price target is the highest point of the lead in phase. And so statistical notes: wider formations tend to perform better than narrower formations, and a throwback following a breakout tends to hurt performance. So what you're looking at here is this is what they mean, the lead in. The line will go in to where it's going to bump, which is a previous looks like a previous support, and then it'll come right back out and go into a breakout for a higher position. And believe it or not, you can see these chart patterns on the chart all the time. Different people might call it by a different name, but it's definitely present. And so the next pattern is going to be the top. So let's zoom in on the top. Stop sharing that one. And we're now going to share the top. Boom. Okay. And so we're looking at, again, a bump and run reversal. But this is, instead of it being the bump and run reversal bottom, it's the bump and run reversal tops. And so the directional bias of this chart pattern is bearish, right? The pattern type is non-directional. The pattern description, this pattern is comprised of three phases and looks similar to a mountain range. There is the lead in phase, the bump phase, and the downhill run. And so this is the lead in phase, the bump phase, and then the downhill run. It's the breakout into a sell, right? Got to remember this bearish. Bearish means down, okay? Bearish swipe down. Now, the lead in phase is like a small range of foothills before the larger mountains. Following in advance, the bump phase forms as the price forms a flat or rounded top. The downhill run phase is after the breakout. For this type of formation to be analyzed, an arithmetic chart would need to be used. Volume description. Volume is typically high at the beginning of each phase and decreases throughout each phase. Breakout confirmation. A close below the lower trend line drawn across the lows during the lead-in phase with above average volume. Measuring technique. The price target is the lowest point of the lead-in phase. So the price target, this is the lead-in phase. The price target is the lowest point in the lead-in. So it's going to come all the way back down here in the lead-in, and then it's going to break out here and come on down. Statistical notes, wider formations tend to perform better than narrower formations, and a pullback following a breakout tends to hurt the performance. So after the breakout, which is here, if it pulls back, it hurts the performance. So if it goes back up and then come down, it hurts how low it's gonna go. But if it just bumps up and come all the way down, it usually performs a little better. If you can get these things in your head, we're gonna go through this book. We're gonna commit this stuff to memory, honey. We will not be retail traders on a small scale. We're going to be the best retail traders out there. And so in order to do that, you do have to study and you do have to familiarize yourself with what you're doing. And so we're going to do that by continuing to bring these type of videos, and we're going to keep at it until we become the best, okay? If you are interested in joining my network, all of my links will be in the description box. If you are interested in learning a little more, please feel free to reach out so that we can do a Zoom call. My email will always be listed in the description box. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Peace and power, and I'm out of here.